Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin is being dragged online because of a ridiculous suggestion. You see, he wants all Americans to begin living on the edge and start traveling. Let me show you.
This is a great time for people to explore America. A lot of people haven't seen many parts of America. I wish I could get back on the road soon. So we're looking to all get back to business.
There's just one problem with Stephen Mnuchin's suggestion. The CDC says you probably shouldn't travel. In fact, they recommend avoiding all non-essential travel in order to protect people against COVID-19. Nonetheless, this guy thinks he's on vacation. Now, here's what the CDC says. Travel increases your chance of getting and spreading COVID-19. The CDC recommends you stay home as much as possible, especially if your trip is not essential. Now, this, of course, stupid advice, incredibly stupid advice, comes from a man who is privileged enough to never have had to work a day in his life. Therefore, is not really exposed to the dangers of COVID-19. This guy, of course, is incredibly disconnected. Understand how disconnected he is from this statement itself. This is not a vacation. It isn't fun time. It's a pandemic where thousands of people are dying every single day. People are suffering economically, mentally from the isolation. I understand that. And so there's a lot of Americans that would love to get away. Add in the cost of getting away and the fact that one $1,200 check is not going to replace all the lost income, the 30 million Americans who are now out of work. But again, Steve Mnuchin doesn't understand that. Essential workers are also being pushed to the brink by anxiety, disease, and low pay. They can't exactly go out and take a vacation. Over 4,000 meatpacking employees have tested positive for the virus. To say that Mnuchin is out of touch is actually pretty charitable. He is dangerous in giving incredibly dangerous advice, which of course is why he got a lot of pushback. Lyndon Johnson says, could we put a travel ban in Mnuchin's mouth? I would agree with that. Asking for 328 million friends. Demand the Truth says, by all means, go and hit the road and never come back. Adds. I almost added hit the road Jack, but I'm not going to do that. Patriot Citizen says these people are trying to get us out of the way, all the fewer to battle to come election or attempted coup, whichever comes first. PD says, understand that this is a financial fool genius that said the $1,200 stimulus payment should last Americans 12 weeks, which of course it wouldn't. It would last a month because $1,200. A lot of places, that $1,200 is a month of rent. Another person adds, why is this man saying the exact opposite of what he should be saying? Something is so obviously wrong with these people. And he's right. There is a sickness in America, and I don't mean COVID-19. It's the idea that the wealthy and powerful are there because they're somehow smarter and therefore better than the rest of us. You know exactly. And they think that they know exactly what the country needs. In reality, they know nothing about the lower classes or how we live, their lives, their situations, their motivations, their fears. No, they live in a completely different world of privilege. And in that world, only their lives and their money matters. Put that in the context of what Mnuchin was saying. We need to get back to business. We need to get back to work. So these Americans can take their $1,200 that they apparently have still somehow and to go travel. Have a fun time. Take a vacation. See America. And spread COVID-19 all over the place. Charitable, as I said. To say that Mnuchin doesn't know what he's talking about, super charitable. In reality, maybe not. Maybe he wants the spread of COVID-19 to build up what they call herd immunity. It's something that Republicans have been talking about for quite some time. More herd immunity, which hasn't been shown to exist, by the way, with COVID-19, as people could be reinfected, according to some of the latest studies. that we are not immune to COVID-19 means that this will continue to come back to devastate people. Urging people to go out and travel in this condition right now. There are so many people that are weak, with weakened immune systems. No treatment, no vaccine is incredibly dangerous and callous and completely on brand for someone who puts money above everything else. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a patreon.com/TYTNation set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.